Today we're going to dive into the workflows of Imagine.Art. Workflows is kind of a node-based software inside of Imagine.Art. Here we can just create our new workflow. When you get here, you get this blank page where you can put any workflow that you want to create. Like for example, a very easy workflow will be starting with text. So for that, we need a node. The first thing that we should do is to give it a new name to this workflow. And here on the left, you can see these core nodes. And here we can select between creating the image with a prompt, with a text, or using an image to do a video, or modified an image. Now we can just start with a prompt. We will use the same prompt that we used with the cat. Now that we have our first prompt, we can select a model. We can also go and do right click and it pop-ups this small box, and we can select image here. And here we can just change the model. So I will start with a very good model that's called Flux Pro and select the aspect ratio that I want. In this case, it's 9:16 because I want to use this for social media. And if you already have a seed, you can just enter it here. A seed is to keep continuity. I'll show you about that later. And it will only cost 1 credit to do it here. It's way more cheaper than if you do it outside here. So that's why they want you to use this one, because it's way cheaper to use it here. And also you can see your whole project here. That's one of the main reasons why you should be using node-based software. We can do zoom out and zoom in here. And if you want to navigate and you want to hold this, we can use the space bar to do that. And with the combination of the left click, we can just move this around. And so I'm going to run this prompt and it starts working. And I can also use the same prompt with a different model. I can go to core nodes and select a different model. I didn't put much detail. It just gave me a quick render of what it thinks a cat is inside in a anthropomorphic suit. I'm gonna run it again, and I'm going to run this other node. And in this way, you can do a bit of testing of what it works in a very different space. And it already gave me this two. So now that we have already our image, we can just choose either one to make a video. I can go here and just prompt another one of these nodes and select a model. We can change the aspect ratio here, and we're just going to select this one as our image. And we're not going to use this prompt. We're going to do a new prompt because the image is already created. You can also just duplicate the prompts if there's something that you want to retrieve from here. So a very intense prompt. The cat is driving through the storm. The camera goes to the back tire and as it burns the asphalt by the speed achieved. And as you can see, I haven't spent that much credits. I think it's a bit cheaper here. And here we can also change the theme that we want to use. We can go use it dark or light. We already have a render, and let's take a look at it. And it's so weird because it kind of like warped the car. But I mean, it's kind of a good start. The thing that with AI, it's kind of like for it to understand it, it has to have like the whole image, because if you just show a part of the image, it doesn't understand exactly what it's seeing. So I'm just gonna change the prompt, and I'm going to change also the model. I think this is a bit pricey for the results. Maybe Klink can do a better job, and it's fairly cheaper. I'm not gonna delete the prompt. I'm going to leave the prompt as it is, and I'm going to use Kling to do a direct comparison, and it's a bit cheaper. The advantage of using Kling is that you can use a last frame also. In this case, we don't have a last frame, but I mean, this is good enough. Let's just try this. And we already have our video here. Let's take a look at it. And it's also very, I mean, this is what I'm telling you. It doesn't know if it's going backwards, or it doesn't have a sense of orientation. And those are one of the things that AI can't really do. You can even try to do it again, but I'm going to use a different model now. So we still don't have the result that we want, so I'm just going to keep doing different iterations. I'm going to add another node and a video node, and I'm going to use video, but I'm going to do a 6-second prompt, the right aspect ratio, and I'm going to make another prompt. So a camera zoom out, revealing a black vintage car in the desert. We see the front of the car as the cat goes. I'm going to do it with VEO 3.0. Let's add another node. Let's use the Klink 2.1 Pro. And I'm just gonna run this one, and I have the fair result now. And now this works really well. I really like this one. And let's just wait for the Klink 2.1 to finish rendering. So now we have the result of the second render, and I'm just going to pre-visualize this. And this is also really cool. I think that it did a really good job. I think the other the other prompt was not well made, and this is I think this is better. So you see the difference between VO 3 and Klink 2.1 Pro. It's not that afar. I mean, there are a few times where VO is going to outperform Klink. But overall, I think it's a very good price for the quality that it offers you. And I think that's about it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy, please subscribe and see you in the next one. Peace.